Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Trader in the Making. We still have about 15 minutes or so before the New York Open, so I thought we could do a analysis of what we expect the session to do together. So this is uh, by no means a video where it tells you we're gonna go here or there and you should trade exactly based on that. No, this is an analysis. We have a couple of levels that we expect the New York session to draw into. We're going to talk about these levels and see how the session will open in that first 30 minutes, and that will give us more data about what um, we think the market could do. So far, the market hasn't been doing anything. I mean, if like last week and this week, especially, the New York session has been really, really terrible. Like, I mean, look at this price action. I mean, if you're trading in this price action and you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be chopped up to pieces. All right. So we had that run on Monday last week, and then we have been like just consolidating around doing nothing since last week. So Monday and Tuesday have been consolidation days. We have some news coming out uh, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and those probably would be expansion days. So something to understand. When we have these days of protraction, like market protraction, where the market is just consolidating in a range or not doing anything, you can expect an expansion phase after that. And you can go back and review past price action. You can see that large expansion moves are always preceded um, by a price action that is consolidating in a range, right? So you can look at it a pressure cooker. The pressure is being built, and once it's released, the price is ready to run. So we're gonna be waiting for these kind of expansion days. Probably they would occur like on Thursday. A lot of the expansion days happen on Thursday, sometimes on Friday. So we'll see. But so far in the pre-session, we are still consolidating in this kind of range between this high and this low. So that's the high that we made um, in New York AM session yesterday. This is the high that we made on Asia, all right? And this is the low that we made on Asia and London. And so far, we're inside that range. Now, our expectation is that if we are bearish, and we seem to be bearish, um, in this price action, look at like these the fact that every time we make a rally, we drop lower. We made a rally here, drop lower, rally here, drop lower, rally here, drop lower, another rally here, and drop lower. So it seems that the market is creeping lower. And if that's the case, then we expect it to trade lower to Monday's low, this low right here that was formed on in Asia overnight on Monday. We expect it to draw to Tuesday, August 1st initially, and the low of the week that was formed on August 3, and we do have a new week opening gap here that we could likely draw to, and it could act as support to send us higher. But so far, we're not doing anything. On the upside, the levels that we are watching for is initially this Asian high to be rated, New York high that was formed in the AM session yesterday to be rated, and this high right here, the previous high that was formed uh, on Sunday, we haven't traded back into. We traded, however, yesterday to this new week opening gap, and we reacted strongly from there. So that's builds the case for bearishness, right? What would invalidate that is if we trade and we take this high and we traded above this new week opening gap, then probably the levels that we could visit is the Asian high that was formed on Sunday, Friday's high, and these relative equal highs on Wednesday. So we will have to wait for New York and see what data it could give us, right? So we have two things that we could keep creeping lower into these levels that we highlighted, but also at the same time, we are forming a trend right here, and and New York loves to come back and raid these trends. So this is the trend that we have been forming right here, and traders see that as some form of support, and New York loves to come back and raid them, right? So these are the levels that we're watching, and we're gonna see how New York session would trade today. Um, Probably it could be like yesterday. We wouldn't be doing anything. We will see. All right. But if we are going to go higher, then we need to ask the questions of from where we would go higher, right? So my sense is an ideal um, bullish scenario would be to trade lower, take these lows right here, uh, like manipulate lower and then go higher. It would be something like this kind of move. Drop here, take these lows, and then move higher and take these highs, right? So that would be an ideal scenario. For bearishness, maybe we would do a false rally higher, take this high, react off this new week opening gap, and drop lower to these lows. So that's what we will be watching out for, right? A move like this for bearishness and the other move for bullishness, right? So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like I said, if we fine tune it on the 1 minute chart, we have been just consolidating inside a range. Let's go back. So this is the high that we formed during uh, New York yesterday AM session, and you could see that how we attempt to rally higher in New York yesterday. We couldn't take this high right here. We failed to take this high that we formed pre-session in New York. So the fact that we rallied from here, right, and we made this high on Tuesday, and we couldn't come back and take it during New York, tells me that the market is weak on the bullish side, and we could probably move lower from here, right? So we rallied to that new week opening gap. We couldn't close above it. We couldn't take this high that we made during this run. I will move to the 15 minutes so that you can see it clearly. During this run right here, okay? So my expectation is if we are going to go lower, so we need to see this low taken right here, because this is the low that took us to this level, new week opening gap. So if we're gonna drift lower, then I want to see this low taken initially, then this low, and probably that will move us into the levels that I highlighted before. So what supports this bias? is the fact that we traded into this new week opening gap. We respect it. We made another drive to take this high. It failed. Then in New York, we need another attempt to take this high. It failed. So this is what is called a three drive pattern, right? A three drive pattern where we make three consecutive attempts to go lower that fails, and then we drop lower from there. Okay, so the second thing that supports this is the fact that during uh, the session we have made a lot of attempts to move higher that failed. We made this attempt to move higher, then we touched this CB on the 5 minute and we dropped lower from there. And then we made this attempt and then we couldn't take this high. And then all these attempts, right, are making lower highs and making lower lows. So that's good for bearishness. But like I said, what is something to watch for is that New York, like it makes these kind of trends and then it loves to come back and raid them, because while people would be thinking that this is support, right? Um, Traders who are the no are seeing that as targets for liquidity, right? So you need to be careful in this kind of price action. We'll see how the session opens in that first 30 minutes, and we're gonna see what the session gives us. If there is no good price action, we will sit on our hands and do nothing, and that's something that you need to keep in mind. In these kind of price action, it's better to stay away, because if you force a trade, you're probably going to be chopped up inside this price action. So that's what we are looking for in the session. That 30 minutes of the open would give us more information. So that's pretty much for it. We'll see how the New York session opens, and based on that, I'm probably, if I have time, I will do another review this evening. So hope this has been useful. Take care. I'll see you next time.